SK Wu 来为我们讲解。Story 伙伴与领导们，大家下午好。今天星期四也是我们大家一起学习产品与健康知识的日子。那我们欢迎我们的 Story 营养师 SK Wu 来为我们讲解关于今天斯多利生活健康人生主题的讲座。谢谢。
Hello， 大家好，大家下午好。我们今天又来到了 HPK 的环节了。那今天的产品介绍呢，我们今天会以英文的讲解方式进行哦，因为之前大家有一些会员们呢，还有领导们要求说我们来讲英文的，所以今天我们的讲解会以英文的为主哦。Good afternoon, everyone. Today we're going to introduce our Stolle products in English. This is the first ever version in this year, probably. Most of our leaders and members are quite a few are always requesting the product introduction about our Stolle products in English. So today we're going to be one new version in English today for the first ever sections in this year. So let's go through without any further ado. Okay, so for this Stolle products, there are two different series here, and total of 4 products in our product listing. And the first one is Immune Plus, and second one is Immune Pro. Third one is our WPC toothpaste, and the fourth one is another series named as Vita series, is our Vigo Plus. Before we go deeply into our product introduction, we would like to introduce to you our company's slogans, which is Immune Today, Healthy Every Day. Will you agree with me with these slogans? If your immunity system works well today, then you will be healthy every single day. If you agree, let's go deeply introduce about what are this immune system about. Basically, a well-working immune system are like this. They help us to prevent the foreign invaders from entering our bodies, and they may kill them or limit their harmful if whenever they have the chances to get it. Just like those like these invaders are mean like those like bacteria, virus, parasites, and fungus. So when they get in, they may cause those like infection, illness, or diseases. And when your immune system working, your immune cell will be activated to kill or limit their harms. This is when your immune system are working very properly. However, there are several factors that may affect the immune system. The first one, definitely your age. Because every day, we are keep on aging, right? So as we age, we will become more susceptible to disease. And because our immune system will be declined as a part of the aging process. So we can see from this graph, basically, from baby, then your immunity will be growing until you're up to like 20s. That's the peak of your immune systems, the healthiest we are. Then after that, while you are a range like around like 40 to 50 when the middle age, then only will be half of the original effectiveness of your immune systems remain here. Then when you're at around like 70, 80, then only like about 10% are remaining of your immune system effectiveness. So this is another consequences of aging is that when you're recovering from the disease and injury will become more difficult when you are aged, and more time are needed for you to be fully recovered. And then of course your weak immune system is very closely associated with those like stress, your imbalanced diet, lacking sleep, and lacking of exercises, or what we call is the modern lifestyles of nowadays modern people lifestyle. So that's why we always say that most of the illness and diseases are caused by those immune system problems. Why we say so? Then we always heard that there are like weak immune system. Why we have weak immune system, and what will happen when your immune system is weak? We usually are very prone to getting infections or illness, and this will lead to like very serious illness such as like cancer, and this will affect the immune system directly. And when this cancer occurs, then the immune system when the immune cells grow uncontrollably. And then, so we always say that we need to strengthen our immune system. But this will always happen. One thing will happen when your immune system will, after being overactivated. Why we say that when your overactive immune system, which means your immune system will try to attack your healthy cells, or make it hard for your immune system to protect you from the harmful germs, including those like allergies happens. Allergy happens when the body will overreacting to the harmless substance. Just like some people are allergic to peanuts, allergic to seafood, these are actually a normal food for some people. But this person with overactive immune system that actually have been overreacted to this substance that thought that, hey, this is harmful to my system. So that affecting this kind of substance. And this immune system launches those responses and trigger and releasing those like histamine that cause the allergy symptom. That's why you feel like skin rashes, sneezing, or maybe like itchy skins. This kind of problem may happen for those allergies. Or some are more serious case will be like autoimmune disease will be happens. And this order occur when the immune system mistakenly attacks their own healthy cells. And rheumatoid arthritis is one of the most common autoimmune disease where they're attacking your cells, your own cells, your immune system attacking your own healthy cell and cause this kind of autoimmune disease. And this is now we know that there are different illness or disease that caused by those like when you have imbalanced immune system, and the immunity to this disease basically has been achieved by the presence of antibodies, which helps to like be specific to tackle those like disease. But before that, we have to ensure that our body has a balanced immune system. So that this is where we call that this is the most optimal health status. So we don't want our immune system to be weakened, become very weak and get sick and prone to get infection very easily, or either those like overreacting immune system that may cause those allergies or autoimmune system. But how can we achieve those like balanced immune systems? So before that, we have to know how do we get our immune systems? Where can we get those like antibody that helps us defend those like very disease-specific harmful invaders? Firstly, every one of us have been given antibody before we are born. Yes, the newborn baby and get what we call that passive immunity from their mothers through the placenta before they are born, which means when we are inside our mother's belly there we have get the antibody from our mother through the placenta. A mother will share the antibodies that she has with her unborn babies, which is such as like IgG, what we call here. There are many different types of antibody where we means that they are very disease specific. But then this passive immunity basically are given what we call that passive immunity, because that the baby have been given the antibodies rather than making it themselves. Because when we are newly born, they are weak. Our immune system are not fully developed yet. And then the immunity, this kind of passive immunity basically is very temporary. And it started to decrease after a few weeks or months. And that's why when after we have been born, we are encouraging to give breast milk feedings, because the breast milk also contains the antibodies, what we know as IgA, which means that the baby are breastfed have the longer passive immunity, so that they can be protected before their immunity system are fully developed. And this component of breast milk are also indirectly, what we call it, directly anti-inflammatory properties. So it can reduce the inflammations, which helps a newborn baby's ability to manage their immune responses to the specific germs, especially those in lungs and guts, and help them to eliminate these bacteria from the body. And this is whereby the concept applies that used to invent these immune milks. The concept of the maternal immunity have been applied very early in 1955, which have been the immune milk prototype have been developed by the Dr. William Peterson. Peterson have been strategy is using the infusion of the vaccine to stimulate the cow's immune system to produce those pathogen-specific antibodies in their cow's milk. However, the most crucial parts of the development of this immune milk happened in 1958. Very long time ago, our founder, Mr. Ralph Stolle, have been advanced this immune milk technology, and he named it as Series 100 immune milks, S100 immune milks. As soon as these productions, S100 immune milks, have been started, and Mr. Stolle gave away to whoever who needs it at no cost, because he believed that this immune milk can bring a lot of health benefit to everyone. And his only reason for producing this immune milk was basically to benefit for as many people as possible. And that's why firstly in the very beginning stage, he distributed this immune milk to his family, friends, or anyone, whoever wished to have a try on these novel inventions. And by the time after that trying, they found that there are more and more health benefits were being reported. And this inspired him to conduct an open label study, which is known as Ohio survey nowadays, to determine the benefit of this immune milk. And these 30 years of Ohio survey have been carried out in 2 phases. And before have been carried out is definitely have been agreed that doctor supervised safety study will be conducted, and the approval from the sectors like the state of Ohio have been obtained before they conducted the studies to study the efficacy of consuming the immune milk. And then when we carry out the Ohio survey here, it found that in total more than 8,000 participants have been take part in this survey, and more than 73.3% of the people who take part who consuming this immune milk have their health condition being improved, which are including the immune regulations. They found that they are getting more energy for those who are found weak, and their allergic symptoms have been improved. And also they help to regulate their gastrointestinal functions, like those constipations, stomach discomforts, or indigestion symptoms. And it also helps to improve those like cholesterol, blood pressures, and those like heart elements problems. And it also helps to suit those inflammation like osteoarthritis and those pneumonia cases. So overall, the result of this Ohio survey may not be regarded as proof of efficacy, but it definitely as a guideline for all those control research studies after this. Because after the Ohio study, they found that there are more research study are needed to prove that this immune milk can bring all those health benefits, and to be more convincing for the people. So you may visit this website addressed here for more details about the scientific research study, or you may approach our front desk for this book. This book by Dr. Roberts have been clearly recorded all the whole history of this scientific discovery of this immune milk, including all those scientific research study results inside there. So if you want to know more, please do not hesitate to approach our front desk or just contact us so that we can get this book for you and to get you have a look. So let's continue with the immune milk. Just now, after carrying out the what we call that Ohio survey, then have been proven that there are lots of health benefit that can be brought by the immune milk. And then Mr. Stolle and the team believe that the only way to develop this immune milk into the actual commercialized products was to carry out more and more scientific study using those laboratory tests and animal study, and even human clinical study. And over many years of contributing to the science of these immune milks, and the team have been managed to explore those health benefits. And they have been filing more than 200 patents all around the world, and carry out more than like hundreds of animal study, numerous of human clinical study, and more than 20 scientific papers have been publications regarding the immune milks and its potential health benefits. And these are the 10 major patents have been recognized over the 27 countries, including Europe, America, China, and Taiwan. However, since it has been going to be commercialized, these immune milks, due to the high demand and the larger productions required, then Mr. Stolle and the team were starting to looking for the better place and the perfect dairy supplies all over the world. And lastly, they found that this place is the most suitable place to go for the large production of their immune milk, which is like New Zealand, because they believe that New Zealand is the best country to produce this immune milk because of its pure and natural environment. And also the use of hormones such like those like bovine growth hormones are strictly prohibited in New Zealand's dairy cows, which have been strictly enforced by governments. And also the use of antibiotics and those like pesticides are in control, and the dairies are those like cows are all natural pasture fats, and which this lead to a high quality milk being produced. And we also have the NZMP, the New Zealand Milk Product Board Management, which have been well known for its quality and safety control. Every batch of these immune milks have been going through more than 35 types of quality tests, which covers like chemical, microbiological, physical, functional, sensory, and trace element tests before it being released to the markets. So through this paternal hyperimmunization technology, hereby the immunonutrition immune milks have been produced. But then initially, these immune milks produced are only available as fresh milks. But after some time, then the team have been realizing that for the fresh milk, they have a very short shelf life. And then the best way to extend the shelf life and make it available and very convenient for the consumer is to dry it as powder, which make it as a powder, milk powder. But instead of using those commonly used high heat drying process, it may be destroy all the antibodies here, the immunonutrition, just like IgG, IgA, lactoferritin, this kind of immunonutrition inside those immune milk. Then Mr. Stolle had been decided to build a dairy processing and powdering plant on his own farm, which using the newly invented the first ever low heat process immune milk powders. To ensure that the immune milk powders produced contain the high level of specific antibodies against human pathogens, just like those like antibodies retained here, and also the milk nutrients are all retained for the consumer. Other than those like functional factor inside the immunonutrition, definitely those like milk nutrients are retained, which have been proven here. So how this immunonutrition works? So in terms of maintaining immune system, the well-working immune system, we need to reduce the exposure to the potential infection is the first line of defense, definitely, especially during this pandemic time. We need to protect ourselves, protect our families. So other than reducing exposure to this potential, we need to use those sanitizer, wash hands frequently. Other than that, how to make your immune system better? So we need to ensure your body has the optimum and targeted nutrition adds on an extra important line of protections. So we need to maintain a healthy and very balanced diet, definitely to make up by those nutrient food to supply the basic nutrition indirectly to strengthen our immune system, to keep our immune system strong and responsive. Additionally, we can add on with those immunonutritions, with including those nutrients and antibodies that are vital and help to contribute directly to achieve the optimal immune system functions to our body. Just like support the immune system by improving our gastrointestinal microbial composition through the specific antibody that have been provided, and direct support the immune system with the immunonutritions. It helps to activate the immunity when you have a weak immune system. And then it helps to relieve your allergies, whereby the immune help to regulate and inhibit those like allergic immediate hypersensitivity, but does not suppress those normal and healthy parts of your immune system. Definitely, they also have those like anti-inflammatory properties. We have to reduce the inflammations caused by those invaders infections. And immunities also have to like maintain our gut health. You know that you are what you eat. So what you have eaten to go into your digestive systems, will affect your gut health. And most of the gastrointestinal problems are caused by the imbalance of your microbiome and the immune system. And this immune meal has been clinically proven that it help to reduce those parasitic protozoa and those harmful gut bacteria. You have to eliminate and reduce this harmful gut bacteria inside your stomach, inside your intestines. And at the same time, you have to increase the beneficial good bacteria inside your stomach to help you to improve your gut health. And immune meal also help to contributing to your cardiovascular health, whereby studies have shown that consumption of your immune meals have been significantly lower down your serum cholesterol, total cholesterol, and total cholesterol with the HDL ratio compared to those subjects with consuming those conventional skim meals. This is how different when you're consuming the immune meal instead of consuming conventional, typical skim milk products. It's proven that they have helped to lower down your cholesterol level, and there are also study just like RCT and double-blind study have shown that if you're consuming the immune meals, show that significantly, other than lower down your cholesterol, it also helps to lower down your systolic and diastolic blood pressure, which means it helps in anti-hypertensive, lower down your blood cholesterol and blood pressure, which is also a significant contribution to your cardiovascular health, which is maintain your heart health. And hereby, the immune meal, now we have named it as Immune Plus. What are the key ingredients here which help us on those benefits on gut health, cardiovascular health? The key ingredient here is basically the Stolle SMP. We name it as Stolle SMP because our skim milk powder, whereby from the immune milks, we remove the fats, so they have a lower calories and it tastes like fresh milk as well, but it's retain those immunonutrients. And also we added up with the Stolle MPC, which is named as milk protein concentrates, whereby the lactose have been removed and this MPC. So when you plus it is a top up to this SMP, so that it also retain the complete immunonutrition here. So double up the nutrients here to help you remain and regulate your immune system to achieve the optimum status, health status. So if you are types of, or you are friends or family, they are willing to try on our immune meals, but some kind of they have lactose intolerance problems, that those can't have milk. Once they have milk, they may have diarrhea and indigestion problem, then you may have them to try on our Immune Pro products. Other than those lactose intolerant person, the key is those busy and stressful modern people with those busy lifestyle. Is very encouraging to try on our Immune Pro, because with this long term of stress and physical stress, or it is either mental, physical stress or fatigue, can reduce our immune system ability to fight with against the disease, against the harmful bacteria or offenders. At the same time, it may increase the risk of infection. So that's why modern people, especially those with busy schedules and lifestyle, are very encouraging to have this Immune Pro. And what are those key ingredients of this Immune Pro products? They are Stolle MPC. Like we mentioned just now, it retains the immunonutrition inside there. And also they are fat-free and lactose-free. This special formulated with Stolle MPC, and also patented its beta-glucans have been clinically proven to help to stabilize the function of your immune system by reducing the harmful effect of stress on your immune system. let's go through on this beta-glucan. Some of you may have heard it before, and some of you have tried it before, because most of the markets have been marketing and the beta-glucans are sourced from oats, which basically its main function benefit is to lower down your cholesterol. That's the health benefits. But actually, there are different forms and different sources of beta-glucans, such as from the mushroom or yeast, which help to regulate our immunity. And those beta-glucan from yeast are basically have been known and best in regulating our immune system. Even the Ministry of Health have been recognized that, have been indicated that every day if you consume 0.2 grams of beta-glucan from the yeast, actually is proven to help to support your immune system to fight colds. When especially when you have a busy schedule, very stressful lifestyle, then you are easily very prone to catch cold and you get sick by the time. Actually, it's basically because your immune system has been suppressed during that time. But this beta-glucan is proven to improve this kind of conditions. And the beta-glucan that we have been used in this Immune Pro products is basically sourced from brands named as well-known. And this branded patented beta-glucan actually is sourced from the United States, extracted from the yeast, which is natural and safe. And most importantly, it has been clinically proven to increase the activity of the immune cells, to increase the productions of antibodies, which also reduce the risk of getting cold by more than 60%, and thereby helps you to maintain your best states of health at your works and throughout your busy schedule in your daily life. So as a brief summary, this Immune Pro products basically is special formulators and rich in Stolle MPC, which have been patented bioactive immunonutrients, just like those like immunoglobulins and anti-inflammatory factors. And also with the patented yeast, beta-glucans have been clinically proven to help to stabilize and balance your immunity, to regulate your allergies, as well as to maintain your gut health. And this, because of it contain the MPC, the milk protein concentrate, it contributes more than 80% of high quality protein, which can help you maintain your muscle cells and a good supplies and good source of high quality protein in your daily diet to help you maintain your best state of health. And most of you may be questioning what is the difference between these two products, Immune Plus and Immune Pro. And this is a brief summary in between these two products. For Immune Plus, basically we have like Stolle and SMP and MPC as the key ingredients. For Immune Pro, we have MPC and the patented beta-glucans. And in the mechanism, basically Immune Plus help to build up your immune balance, while Immune Pro help to enhance and stabilize your immune balance. So who are their target populations? So for Immune Plus, is basically for general health maintenance, for your daily milk supply, dairy milk supplies, to help you to maintain your immune system. And also for those like have a weak immune system, those will get sick very easily. And those have been severe illness, they are going to have a surgery, or after surgery, they need to build up their immune balance again from the scratch. So this Immune Plus may help them on this purpose. And also those with 3 highs, what we mentioned here is high blood glucose, high blood pressure, and high blood cholesterol. Then you help them to regulate and in this term of like blood lipids and their hypertension, the blood pressure, this kind of issue. And for Immune Pro is suitable for those with a busy lifestyle, like we mentioned just now, with a tight schedule and always feel very stressful, always tired and easily get sick, prone to the stressful lifestyle. And those also often dining out. We always have imbalanced diet out. Very encouraging to have this because they are very small sachets pack. It's easy and convenient to consume every time when you have to maintain your enhance and stabilize your immune system. And especially those with the lactose intolerance, because this made out formulated with the MPC, which have been the lactose have been removed, then have been reduced this kind of indigestion and diarrhea issue if you have lactose intolerance. So this may be the best product suitable for you. Other than ImmuPlus and ImmuPro, within the Stolle series, we have another product called Stolle WPC toothpaste, which have been made out with the Stolle MPC here. And this patented Stolle MPC actually have been awarded the patents worldwide in preventing the tooth decay and also anti-inflammations. And this MPC actually contains the antibodies which help to remove the plaque and prevent the cavity, which help you to prevent to have the tooth decays, to keep your teeth healthy. And then we also have the anti-inflammatory factors inside the MPC, which help to reduce those oral gum inflammations, which help to protect your gum health. So after we finishing this kind of Stolle series, we have another series called Evita. Before we entering to introduce you the last product of Evita, we like to let you know about this one, free radicals act. Most of you may not have heard about this free radicals, but it actually always surrounding you. From this slide, you can see that the free radical basically are everywhere. You can, from the sunlight, the UV light, for girls, those always have makeup, unhealthy lifestyle. Even you drink coffee, you have caffeine overdose. Most of us have aging problems. When we age, we are very prone to this free radicals harm, and also this like vehicle exhaust, stress, food additive, aircon, electrical devices, and if you drink alcohol, this kind of lifestyle basically are contributing most of the free radical to your body. And what this free radical can do, basically they will cause a chemical reaction known as pardon me. And this free radical basically can cause this chemical reaction which known as oxidation. This oxidation can cause the damage to your body when the level becomes too high. This is the simplify of the chemical reaction. When you have excessive free radical, it may attack your healthy cell and make them become oxidized. So this unstable free radical basically can move freely throughout your body and cause the cell damage, which cause those aging and diseases, which lead to increase the risk of developing like diseases such as like heart disease, cancer, and those like diabetes. But what can we do to reduce or limit this kind of free radicals inside our body? To make these free radicals to be stabilized in the stable structure so that they won't going to attack our healthy cell, we need food high in antioxidants. What are antioxidants? Antioxidants basically are the substance that can be found in food or produced by our body that help to protect the cell from being damaged. And when you see from this slide, then you can see that when we have antioxidants, it helps to stabilize those free radicals. When these free radicals have been stabilized, they won't go in to attack your healthy cell. So it helps you to anti-inflammation, to prevent those oxidation and prevent us from aging. And there are many food with high in antioxidants other than other than food and vegetable, they are also like including those like spices. And one of the most famous spices with the high antioxidant is turmeric. Turmeric with the high curcumin content basically are exerting with the strong antioxidant effect. And thereby we are going to introduce you this our company product from the Envita series named as Vigor Plus, which made up from the high content of curcumin and which help to protect your liver with the high potence of antioxidants and also high fiber formulations. Let's go through it. When we talk about curcumin, we always lead us to think about, is it similar on those like curcumin from the turmeric powders and the curcumin in the Vigor Plus? Like many spices, basically the turmeric have a very long story since in the traditional medicines. And turmeric is very known for its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant properties. And the most important and active component in the turmeric that bring the health effects basically is the curcumin. But in fact, the curcumin contains the purity of the curcumin inside the turmeric powder actually is very low. It's basically only 3 to 6% on need, and it's very low in absorption rate if you consume only with this turmeric powder. However, the turmeric extract used in the Vigor Plus have the high purity of curcumin up to 95%. And with this special formulation with the lecithin, it provides a quick absorption rate. And the special formulation also paired with the composites of antioxidants such as like vitamin A, E, and zinc. So it provides the potence of antioxidants to help you to increase the antioxidant enzyme activity inside your body to help to inhibit those like free radical formation. At the same time, they help to eliminate those like free radical from our body. And those like and oxidation stress, these oxidations have been considered another key causing factors on our liver damage. So in order to protect our liver, curcumin also have this protective effects. And because of this high purity of curcumin in the Vigor Plus can help to protect our liver functions, help to reduce the liver inflammation and accelerate the toxic eliminations to reduce the harmful towards our liver damage. And these special formulated Vigor Plus are actually sugar-free because they are using the formula using the erythroids, which contribute to low calories and also high fiber. And these erythroids belong to the sugar alcohol, even though they have the sweetness taste, but it do not raise your blood sugar levels. So your body will not digest them due to their unique chemical structure, and they will just pass unchanged through your digestive system until they're being absorbed in your small intestines, and then most of them will be excreted in the urine and feces form later. So, and this special formulation with this high fiber also have to improve and those toxic eliminations. So in short, basically this Vigor Plus with high purity of curcumins, they have high antioxidants benefits. With the special formulation, it increase the absorption rates, and the high antioxidants it have protect from the body to reduce the inflammations. At the same time, with the high fiber formulation, it have to improve the detoxification functions. And with no added sugar formulation, it have a low calories per sachet. and is very suitable for those like working adults and those with 3C user, those like always having laptop, working in office, also those like always can't take away from their handphones, and those like manual labor which needs a lot of energies, and smoker and alcohol which very prone to their liver damage and needs this to protect their livers. And also for regular general heart maintenance also may consume. And generally we encourage like those like children age 1 year old and above, adults to have this week of class and their health maintenance. So I think that's all for our introduction today to all the products in Stolle, including the Stolle series and the Evita series. If you have any question about the products or you need any nutritional advice, you may reach out to the nutritionist hotline as shown above here, or you can just call to office. They will pass the line to our nutritionist here, or you may visit our website or Facebook for more information about our products or any health information. Thank you for your time today and see you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Well, thanks, Josie. So that's all for today HPK. Thanks you all for active participation. Hope you guys can learn valuable knowledge and